Teachers, how many of you have experienced this moment?
No. Monsters. What are you doing with this?
Students, how many of you have experienced this moment?
House of Representatives in an effort to alleviate the effects of the the Great Depression passed the anyone?
We've all been there. Now consider this. Is it possible to keep students engaged and on task with a standards-based lesson while still encouraging creativity? The ability to organize thoughts and ideas is a critical skill for both children and adults. In today's technological world, tools are available to assist in arranging ideas in a graphic manner. In classrooms across the world, the software program Mindomo is used as an online mapping establishment in which students of all ages can use a visual organizer for brainstorming. This program encourages free thinking and imagination as learners undergo problem solving and brainstorming for an infinite number of purposes.
Of recycling. Glass is a household recycling. Glass recycling innovators and recycled glass usages.
For paper, you can recycle pulp, you can go green, and you can impact using recycled paper.
Plastics, global warming and physics. Plastics from operating suites, global warming and physics recycling.
Mindomo has elements arranged into groups that demonstrate connections clearly and precisely.
Why do we use Mindomo maps in our classroom? Charlie?
To show connection.
Kaylee?
To show relationships.
Jasmine?
To organize information.
Students will utilize the software in a multitude of content areas across the school's curriculum. Mindomo can be easily adapted to any subject, lesson, or standard. Imagine a fourth grade reading classroom. Students are studying character analysis. The class is asked to create a character diagram and a comparison chart between characters. Now envision students using technology to create these mind maps. Integrating software into the lesson will undoubtedly be more appealing to children than dreary paper and pencil. What about a third grade classroom reviewing Math Common Core standards for their K-Prep assessment? Rather than flashcards or worksheets, how many of your students would enjoy creating a vocabulary diagram with their peers? One last scenario. A fifth grade social studies class has been studying the lives of famous African Americans for Black History Month. Mindomo comes to the rescue. Students may organize a digital timeline listing dates, events, and additional information. The software even allows for multiple diagrams to connect the eras and individuals. For example, students can correlate the relationship between Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr.
This is my Mindomo map of the famous African Americans. It's Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., Ruby Bridges, and Harriet Tubman.
Now the important question. How do we get started? To begin Mindomo, a video covers creating a new map, adding topics to the map, editing and moving topics, deletion of topics, map navigation, and saving. The application is easy to use with multiple options for creating these visual maps. Students may insert attachments, hyperlinks, multimedia, and tasks. Included are symbols for ideas, problems, information, emails, and more. There are 16 map styles available and can be adjusted accordingly. Formatting tools allow users to change font options and other basic arrangements. Mindomo correlates to Bloom's taxonomy in its higher order thinking skills. As students navigate through the web application, they will exhibit each of the domains while creating their visual graphic organizer. Mindomo also concentrates on Krathall's effective domain through student use. Perhaps the most crucial is organization. MindOmo thrives on allowing students to recognize connections between ideas while developing the role of planning and effectively identifying relationships between terms. While this is an ideal instrument for any classroom, other groups will benefit from using MindOmo as well. Corporations, healthcare providers, educators, and more will adapt the program to fit their needs and find it a useful tool. A MindOmo user's guide as well as an online tutorial will now assist us as we start our journey.